Welcome to Manila Updates TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Tonight we're tracking a major shift in the Indo-Pacific. The United States and the Philippines are building and upgrading military bases in strategic locations. This isn't just about old alliances, it's a response to urgent new threats in the West Philippine Sea, a region rich in resources and tension. These bases send a clear message: both nations are committed to mutual defense and a stable Southeast Asia. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, is now in high gear, allowing the U.S. to position military assets and personnel on Philippine soil. For the Philippines, it's about defending territory and unlocking vital energy resource beneath the sea. For the U.S., it's about ensuring stability in a region crucial to global trade. The West Philippine Sea is a flashpoint, with competing claims and untapped reserves of oil and natural gas. These resources are key to the Philippines' future energy independence and prosperity. The new bases are guardians of these underwater treasures, ensuring they benefit the Filipino people. The world is watching as the Philippines, with American support, levels the playing field against growing regional assertiveness. This is more than a military story. It's about economic security and national sovereignty. By welcoming U.S. forces and technology, the Philippines is making a calculated move to protect its future. The stakes are high. This alliance is being tested like never before. The construction of these facilities is a direct response to threats against Philippine sovereignty. It's a story of a nation standing up for its rights, with the help of its oldest and most powerful ally. The outcome will shape the future of a critical waterway. The world is watching closely. The effectiveness of this strategy comes down to one word: location. The new and upgraded bases form a strategic arc along the Philippines' western edge, facing contested waters. 4 new sites join 5 existing ones under EDCA, including Naval Base Camilo Osias and Lalo Airport in Cagayan, Camp Melchor de la Cruz in Isabela, and Balabac Island in Palawan. The northern bases provide a vantage point over the Luzon Strait, a vital channel for shipping and naval movements. Here, the U.S. and Philippines can monitor air and sea traffic, hosting fighter jets, surveillance aircraft, and missile systems. Balabac Island, near the Spratlys, is being transformed into a forward operating hub, cutting response times to incidents and enabling persistent patrols. Existing EDCA sites like Basa Air Base and Fort Magsaysay are being upgraded for logistics and joint training. Antonio Bautista Air Base and Mactan Benito Ebuen Air Base enhance air patrols and logistics. Together, these 9 locations create a rapid deployment and surveillance network, a defensive shield for the archipelago. Each site serves a crucial role in protecting maritime resources and asserting Philippine presence. The upgrades are designed for sustained operations and quick response to threats. This network is a clear statement: the Philippines is ready to defend its claims. The bases are not just military outposts, they're the backbone of a new security architecture. The region's balance of power is shifting. The Philippines is taking control of its future. Beneath the West Philippine Sea lies a prize: vast reserves of oil and natural gas. Estimates suggest up to 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, enough to power the Philippines for decades. Securing these resources means economic liberation, lower energy costs, and thousands of new jobs. The Reed Bank, within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, holds the largest share of these reserves. As the Malampaya gas field declines, developing Reed Bank is urgent, but exploration is impossible without security. The new military bases provide a protective umbrella over these areas, deterring interference. With U.S. support, the Philippines can safeguard its energy future. The bases are a declaration the Philippines will exercise its sovereign rights, as affirmed by international law. This is about creating a safe environment for investment and development. Energy security is national security. The stakes are enormous. The West Philippine Sea is a stage for a tense geopolitical drama between the Philippines and China. The Philippines' claims, backed by a 2016 international tribunal, are rejected by China, which asserts sweeping control over nearly the entire South China Sea. China has built artificial islands with military facilities, turning reefs into forward bases. Filipino fishermen face harassment, and the Philippine Coast Guard endures frequent standoffs. These confrontations are about more than territory. They're about upholding international law versus might makes right. Manila's answer: strengthen its alliance with the U.S. to deter aggression and create space for diplomacy. The stakes are sovereignty, security, and the rule of law. The Philippines is determined to defend its rights. The world is watching this high-stakes standoff. The Philippines and the US are turning agreements into action, investing in real defense upgrades. Construction crews are modernizing bases, building barracks, storage and fuel depots, and lengthening runways for large American aircraft. The US is investing millions in infrastructure, accelerating Philippine modernization. In a crisis, US forces can deploy quickly, multiplying Philippine defense capabilities. Joint exercises like Balikatan have grown, now held near the West Philippine Sea, sending a strong message of deterrence. These drills build skills, coordination, and trust between the two militaries. Regular port calls, intelligence sharing, and special forces training deepen the partnership. This steady engagement transforms the alliance from theory to reality. The bases are becoming fully operational, ready for any contingency. The US-Philippines partnership is now a practical, on-the-ground force. The front lines are stronger than ever. The alliance is ready for the challenges ahead. This buildup isn't a short-term fix, it's a long-term strategy for Philippine security. The goal, a credible defense posture that deters aggression and protects air and sea domains. EDCA sites are the backbone, supporting more frequent patrols and modern assets. The plan includes new ships, aircraft and coastal defense systems, with bases serving as logistical hubs. Maritime domain awareness is key. Radar, drones, and satellites will give commanders real-time information. The aim is layered defense, monitoring threats far from shore. Ultimately, the Philippines seeks self-reliance, using the US partnership to accelerate military modernization. Training, technology, and infrastructure are building a stronger armed forces. The blueprint, a Philippines that's a reliable ally and an independent guardian of its sovereignty. The transformation is underway. The future is more secure. The West Philippine Sea story is also about people, like those on Pag-asa Island, living on the front lines. For residents, tensions are daily reality. They rely on the military for security and supplies. New infrastructure, ports, runways, and facilities makes life more sustainable and reinforces Philippine claims. On Balabac Island, military upgrades create jobs and improve commerce, linking remote communities to the national economy. A stronger presence means better protection for local fishermen. These projects symbolize the nation's commitment to its farthest citizens. Civilian and military investments go hand in hand, strengthening sovereignty. The islands are not just outposts, they're vibrant Filipino communities. The government is sending a message: no one is forgotten. Sovereignty is about people as much as territory. Upgrading these bases is a fundamental act of Philippine sovereignty. By inviting the US under EDCA, the Philippines is strengthening its defense on its own terms. The bases remain under Philippine command. US presence is rotational and by agreement. This is about leveraging partnership, not surrendering control. The bases enable the armed forces to project power, monitor waters, and protect resources. Defending the exclusive economic zone is a non-negotiable responsibility. The 2016 arbitral ruling reaffirms these rights, upholding international law, not provoking conflict. Patrols and bases enforce this legal victory, sending a message that law cannot be ignored. Security is essential for development and national identity. A credible defense deters aggression and protects the future. These bases are a line in the sand, Philippine resolve, made real. Despite the Philippines' clear stance, the West Philippine Sea remains tense and unpredictable. China maintains a constant presence, condemning US-Philippine cooperation as destabilizing. Artificial island fortresses have changed the strategic landscape, allowing China to project power far from its shores. Every patrol is shadowed, raising risks of miscalculation. Tensions impact fishermen, shipping, and energy investment. Uncertainty hangs over the region. The path forward demands strength and diplomacy. The new bases provide deterrence and uphold international law. Defense is not the end, but a means to create space for peaceful solutions. For the Philippines, securing territory and resources is essential for prosperity. For the region, peace depends on managing disputes and upholding the rules that keep the sea open for all.